Let's get it started with trader Tim Biggam of Delta Derivatives. Tim, retail sales edged up 0.2% in June as American consumers add strength to the U.S. economy. That's giving more talk to a Fed hike, at least one. What do you think?
Yeah, I think, certainly one more hike for sure, and maybe two. And I think the market's kind of come to accept that here. Certainly the 10-year yield made a run to 4% a little while ago. That's pulled back and is below it here. So I think traders and investors getting a little comfortable with the higher rate environment here on the whole buying front as well. So it helps out the banks, which have led the charge with earnings. So I think everything is probably looking okay, at least for the short term. Valuations stretch, but valuations haven't really mattered for a while here as far as from a trader's perspective.
How do you think earnings season is going so far? Profits are looking strong.
So far, so good with the big banks as we talk about leading the charge here. We'll see when big tech reports here, plus big tech, the Magnificent Seven, they're calling them. There's going to be a reconstitution coming up here next week. We'll see what effect that has on the NASDAQ, but we're seeing kind of a rotation continuing out of those, higher beta NASDAQ names into the Russell, into the Dow. So I think, taking a little more guarded stance bullishly here, taking some profits. And I think that's wise going forward, given that the rally is getting a little stretched here, certainly on a technical basis.
What's your trade of the day, Tim?
Looking at BVN, which is Buenaventura Mining, right? We've seen just big repeat call buying out in the August at the money $8 call, so a fairly cheap stock here. More importantly, implied volatility of the price of the option was trading below 50 before the big call buyer stepped in, now approaching 60. These calls are up almost as much as the stock, even though they're right at the money here. So I'm following along with it, buying the stock, selling these very expensive calls against it. And I'll probably exit if the stock breaks below that 730 low where the rally began.
Thank you so much.
You bet. Take care, Ange.
Go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.